Hello, everyone. Last week I talked about designing the photo shoot and using generative AI to maybe help you even spec out your vision once you've talked to your client. But there's an underlying basic framework that you have to have in there, and that is good communication with your client. And as I said last week, using a prompt and having to refine it and refine it and refine it can help in that aspect. So can just writing out your idea. Sketch out what it is after you've talked to your client, your partner in this photo shoot, and figured out what it is that you want to do. Take those notes, add in more detail, a lot more detail. Now, photography is image based. It's very visual art. So I would recommend, if you're going to go back to your client with the refined information, that you try to have something with it that is visual, a visual aid to understand what it is that you're trying to come up with. And you can do that using Photoshop. You can use that generating it. You can go out and find stock photography that's close to what you're looking for. Again, we're not doing cookie cutter photography here, where we're doing something personalized to the person that we're taking the picture. So we want to capture them. We want to get to their essence. And by getting to their essence, we need to be able to, A, communicate what it is that we want or the vision that we have. But at the same time, we need to be able to communicate properly to ask them what it is that they want out of the photo shoot. What is it that they want to look back on for years to come out of this photo shoot? So let's take, for example, if you were doing a photo shoot for a parent of their child. Now, their child may be going off to college, they may be starting their life, whatever. You're capturing an image with the purpose that they can look back on that image and remember that part of their child's life. If it's a baby that you're taking a picture of, the client is really the parent, right? The babies may not want to look back at what they look like. They might be curious, but I don't think that's something they want to put on their wall. The parent, however, will. So what is the reason the parent is putting that picture on the wall? Now, you might say, well, I don't need to ask the client that. I know why they want to put the baby on the wall. It's because they had a baby. Yeah? Okay. Do you know what it took for them to have the child? For example, my parents gave up trying to have a child. I'm an only child. They tried in their 20s. I'm not sure how long they actually did try, to be honest. But I know they tried when they first got married. They were in their 20s. They didn't have me until they were in their 40s. 20 years before they had me. Now, that's not a concept that you may even think about, even if you see the age of the parents that you're taking the picture of the baby for. Maybe there was a series of attempts that did not result in a successful birth. I'm trying to be very careful here because I know what it's like to lose a child in utero. So there could be a lot that went behind the story of that child. Don't assume that you know the story behind why your client wants that photograph. Find out. You cannot design something to be personalized for that person if you do not ask the questions. If you do not know the story behind what it is that you're doing, how can you properly serve your client? Now, I know there's a ton of photographers out there who don't care, right? They do their $200 mini sessions and they just have a bunch of people come through. They take the same photographs over and over again. The value I get out of those people is the fact that they are actually providing a photograph, but that's as far as I value that type of photographer, honestly. Because you could do the same thing with your damn cell phone. A photographer takes their experience, takes their vision, takes their photographic eye and applies it to make a very personalized session for the person before them. And that is the goal of a photographer. We're not just walking down the street taking pictures of people walking down the street. We're designing out a photo session specific to the client that they will be able to cherish for years to come. That's what we want to do. That is the service that we provide that otherwise may not be something that people can find. You're not going to find it with your friend using their cell phone to take a snapshot of you at your birthday party. While that might capture you, it's a throwaway image. Anything that's on a cell phone is a throwaway image for multiple reasons, not just the fact that that phone could get erased at any time, right? That the photos could get corrupted, that a bunch of things could happen to that device and cause you to lose your photographs, even if you have them backed up someplace else. My partner had a bunch of photographs that I needed to transfer from phone to phone. And it was not an easy process to make sure that the photos were there. And if she swapped out phones, sometimes the photos refused to even go back to the other phone. And we had to download them in a different fashion in order to get them onto the phone. So to me, being a photographer means having to have good communication with your client to figure out what it is that they want, but more importantly, why they want it. And by knowing why they want the photographs, what the purpose behind it all is, will help you design a fantastic photo session for them that not only will they cherish and tell their friends about, but more importantly, will allow you to create photographs for them that they will value and cherish for years and years to come. And that's what I got for you guys this week, and I will talk to you all next week.